Hi guys, it's Gardenia. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to part 2 of my body mist dupes little 2-part series that I have. If you missed part 1 of this video, check it out. I will have it linked up here. I have way more dupes in that video, so you're not going to want to miss those. And today I have even more dupes to share with you. These body mists you can find on sale days for like $5 and even full price for like $15 to $18, which is still a fraction of the cost for some of the perfumes that these are compared to. Now do take these videos with a grain of salt because at the end of the day, body mists are not formulated like perfumes. So although the scents are gonna be literally super similar, they will differ in concentration, and obviously the lasting power is not gonna be the same. I feel like all this goes without saying, but the gist of this video is to kind of give you the same sense so you can still smell just as incredible without having to go out and spend a pretty penny on a perfume when a body mist can literally get you that exact same scent. You're just maybe gonna need to apply a little bit more. But for me, that is no deal breaker because I'm an oversprayer anyway. So with all that being said, let's get straight into part 2. Please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel if you haven't already and turn your post notifications on, and let's get started. Starting off with fragrance number 1, I always knew that this scent reminded me of something because I love the way that this smells, and this body mist is not at all a body mist I would have ever thought I would love, but this is exactly how I want this note to be done. I've said many times on my channel that I don't like rose, but honestly I need to take that back because it's not that I don't like rose. I don't like a very specific way that rose is done. I hate that vintage smelling rose, the really synthetic rose. I don't like that. But how I do love rose is when it's done in a rose water kind of way where it's really fresh and almost like aquatic rose, like you just stepped out in your garden of roses and it just rains, so those rose petals have little raindrops on them and you go to smell them and that smell is just immaculate. That's how I like rose to be done, and in this body spray that's exactly how that rose is done. This is a rose body spray that I've always thought smelled so expensive, and now I know why, because this is comparable to an over $300 perfume. This scent is comparable to MFK's A La Rose. I recently got a chance to smell that perfume at a Saks Fifth Avenue counter, and immediately when I smelled it, I thought of this. That perfume is the exact same way that the rose in here is done, where it's very watery and so refreshing, super feminine, literally one of the most beautiful scents ever. This body spray smells so expensive to me, and it is one of the most feminine and beautiful fragrances ever. This could literally be your wedding day scent. That's how beautiful it is. And I mean, it's comparable to a high-end niche perfume, so that just goes to show how good this smells. This has airy rose water, jasmine petals, and creamy musk, and it is just that. The MFK A La Rose scent also has tons of really aquatic rosy notes, also with the musky sort of feel, but that musk is super clean in it, and it goes beautifully with the rose. So even down to the note breakdown, those two scents are super similar, so I highly recommend this. Even if you don't want to get it because it's a dupe to anything, this is just a body mist that I feel like everyone needs. Next up is this body mist. This is also pretty new from Bath & Body Works. This is called Dressed in White. This has such beautiful packaging, and speaking of wedding day scents, it's literally called Dressed in White, and this is very comparable to Gorgeous Gardenia by Gucci. It is that scent to a T, like 100%. Having this in my collection makes me not regret declaring that scent one bit, because I did declare it not too long ago, because I found that the Gardenia in that perfume kind of pulled a little too much on my skin, and I've never been a fan of Gardenia. I've always found Gardenia to be way too mature. It just doesn't work that well for me. And this also has Gardenia. It has ivory Gardenia, but the Gardenia in here is really soft, and in compared to the other notes that are in here, it doesn't stand out as much as it did in Gorgeous Gardenia. So to me, even though this is literally 95% similar to Gorgeous Gardenia, in my opinion, this is better. This has pear blossom, ivory garden, and satin woods. And funny enough, Gorgeous Gardenia also had pear blossoms, and it also had gardenia. So again, this one is also very similar down to the note breakdown. And the next 3 dupes that I have are actually duping 3 of the Ariana Grande perfumes, which I know are not too pricey to begin with, but in case you have either of these scents, I feel like this could also be great layering combos to just intensify these perfumes if you do have them. But even if you don't, but you've been wanting to get them and you just want an even cheaper price point, then these are great. The first scent I have here is Candy Hearts by Pink. This one recently just came out in this collection, and all the scents in this collection were amazing. I did an entire video on these, so I'm gonna link it up here if you want to check it out. But Candy Hearts, this could not be any more spot on to Thank You Next by Ariana Grande. It is literally that scent 100%. This is a dupe where it's 100% dupe. And here we have raspberry macaroon and sugared praline. And in Thank You Next, there's literally a macaroon note. So I mean, how specific do you need to get? These scents not only have the exact same notes, but they are the exact same scent. If you want a creamy raspberry macaroon type scent that is delicious and gourmand while still being pink and fun and perfumey, then this is the scent you're gonna want to go for. And then next up, I know this scent is super redundant and it's gotten duped so many times, but it doesn't hurt to add yet another dupe to the mix of millions of dupes that are out there for this scent. This is Vanilla and Dreamy by Pink, and this is like a core line item at Pink, so you could pretty much always get it. It's not like a new collection that comes out and it's limited edition. You can always get this scent, and I don't know why it took me so long to get my hands on this, but I got my hands on it. This has fluffy vanilla, golden caramel, and coconut cloud, and this is a dupe for Cloud. This is so similar. I don't know why I didn't know about this dupe, because I thought I knew about like every Cloud dupe that is out there, because I feel like Cloud dupes are so well known, and I'm glad that I found yet another one, because honestly I really love this scent profile. I know it's super redundant, I know it's been done a whole lot, I know everybody and their mothers smell like this, but I personally love it. I think it smells cozy, it's fluffy, it's warm, sweet, but it's like a very specific, unique type of sweet scent, and I really enjoy it. So yeah, we have yet another dupe for Cloud by Ariana Grande. And then the last Ariana Grande perfume dupe is actually a Sol de Janeiro mist. This is Karaoke Crush, which literally just dropped like last week. They are now in stores. There's this limited tropical summer collection trio that dropped from Sol de Janeiro, and it features 2 other scents other than this one, and I did a whole dedicated review on all 3 of the scents, so if you want to check that out, I'll link it up here. But Karaoke Crush is the spot on, again, 100% similar dupe to God Is a Woman by Ariana Grande. And I really enjoyed this scent because I love juicy pear perfumes. And this is a juicy pear perfume if I've ever smelled one. This smells like a pear gummy bear. It's so juicy, it's so sweet, and honestly gets me tons of compliments. And Karaoke Crush brings you that same sweet, juicy, candied pear. This has notes of crisp pear, pink violet, and white cedarwood. So it's quite literally the exact same thing. It's that sweet candied pear, but also has that woody sexiness that I love in this scent. This is actually a really great combo in layering. I've used this a couple times already, and I love what this mist does to this perfume because it just intensifies it, and it literally doubles the wear time of this. So this is a combo I'm always gonna have on hand. And the last dupe that I have for this actually comes from the Bridgerton collection that Bath & Body Works put out recently. This is the Diamond of the Season, I guess it's called, fragrance mist. I think this is the only fragrance mist that came out in the Bridgerton collection, but this one is delicious. I don't know why I didn't put this together when I first smelled this scent, but this actually smells like a scent that I really loved that I had in a perfume, but I decluttered it because it was literally the worst performing perfume I think I've ever had in my entire life. That perfume lasted a total of, I'm not even joking, 2 minutes, and then my skin just ate it up. I have no idea how a perfume could be that poor performing, but that perfume literally took the cake for the worst longevity ever, and that is the Hugo Boss The Scent. Now I was actually so sad to declutter that scent because I loved the way that it smelled, but I couldn't even tweak the longevity. It was that poor that even with lotions and Vaseline and all these tips and tricks to get your scents to last, none of that worked with that scent because it had that bad of longevity. So I just decluttered it because honestly it made me sad every time I wore it. I'm like, this smells so good, it's a shame that it doesn't last. And this scent smells exactly like it. That perfume smelled like the juiciest sweet candied peach scent ever. Like those peaches were so realistic and juicy and sweet, almost honestly smelled like peach rings. Like it had this candy vibe to it while at the same time being fresh and not sickly sweet. So good. But this scent is that. This has sparkling peach, spring daffodil, and radiant jasmine. But honestly, when this scent, even when it sprays out, it smells like that scent, but the dry down is that same sweet, delicious, almost literally like peach rings kind of smell. It smells like candy. It's so delicious. I know peach can honestly be very off-putting sometimes. I hate the way that a lot of peach scents are done because I feel like a lot of you will feel me when I say this, but peach, when done in body mist, can sometimes smell like pee. It has this really gross, off-putting smell to it, but in this smell it's just realistic and sweet, juicy, and candy-like, and it's actually a really long-lasting scent. It's got some good power to it, especially in comparison to that perfume. So honestly, this is a dupe that's even better than the perfume. And that officially concludes this video and also concludes this two-part body mist dupe series. I hope you guys enjoyed all of these dupes. Hopefully you found some scents in here of perfumes that maybe you were looking into and now you don't have to spend all that money. Let me know of any other body mist dupes you have in the comments and I'll gather everything up and include them in a future body mist dupes video. But that is it for me today. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and turn your post notifications on, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!